Hello there everyone, I got some new glasses and today we're going to use them to see our way to victory. Welcome to Trial and Error, the series where I teach myself how to play VGC through, you guessed it, trial and error. We're going to be playing a match on the ladder today, and then at the very end I'll go over my plays, figure out what mistakes I made and how we can learn from them so we can be better in the next match. And hopefully you guys are going to be able to learn from my mistakes. But my name is Waffles the Asian Yenbear with Yenbear Gaming, and let's get started. So in this series, we use teams posted by professional VGC players, and in this episode, in the past couple episodes, we've been using this team from Sejun Park, who's the world champion and Pachirisu enthusiast. His Twitter is down in the description below, and so far we're about 2 wins and 1 loss, so hopefully we'll be able to continue learning with battle number 4 today. But before we get into that, the rental code is of course on your screen. I think it's that way. Maybe. No wait, I'm up top, so it's that way. It's that way. Alright, let's get started. Alright guys, we're going to be facing this guy who is bringing Rhyperior. Oh, okay, I think this is Trick Room. So Rhyperior Indeedee, because I heard that Indeedee can do Trick Room and there's a lot of really slow Pokemon on this team. A Butterfree, which is probably G-Max Butterfree. If I remember correctly, G-Max Butterfree's G-Max move adds some sort of status. You've got Gastrodon, you've got the Torkoal, and you've got the Dusknoir. So really, we are not going to be using Tailwind. Definitely do not want to do that. Let's see. Looking at the big threats, I actually think Whimsicott would be great to bring because it does take on Gastrodon and Rhyperior. Rhyperior being kind of a big threat here. Based on how slow my team is, I kind of think Darmanitan is not the play. I would like Passimian. I would like Togekiss. Togekiss would be good, especially to be able to kind of deal with that Butterfree a little bit, as well as also for support, which I guess leaves Duraludon or Dracozolt. I don't see Dracozolt really doing that well here, so I'm going to bring Duraludon. I'm going to go Togekiss, and looking at what Togekiss struggles against, Togekiss is going to struggle against that Rhyperior, so I'm actually going to go Togekiss Whimsicott. I think that's the play. Dracozolt would have the resistance to fire, but I think that the weakness to Earthquake is too big of a problem for me here. I guess they're both weak to Earthquake, so I'm gonna lock in Duraludon. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I think that's what we're gonna do for today. Alright, let's see this league card. Alright, I'll take that league card. I think on the league card score, we're gonna start giving them scores, I think. League card score, that's like a 4, a 4.5. It's solid. It's just not like perfect. This is a nice stadium though. Okay. Oh, alright, so Indeedee and this is Butterfree's coming out. So this is actually a decent match for me. I'm not going to keep Whimsicott in this. I don't think there's any reason for me to. We'll go ahead and I'm going to try to take a picture of the team. My phone here has not been liking me very much. Yeah, it's not going to work. Unfortunate. Okay. So definitely I'm going to need to switch out here. Who do I think is going to be best to deal with this? I think not Passimian, so probably Duraludon. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and yawn? No, Psychic Terrain stops that. We're going to Flamethrower, I think. I don't think there's any need for me to follow me here. And yeah, we're going to bring Duraludon out. See, Duraludon doesn't necessarily, it's not weak to anything here, but it's not super strong against anything, and it does have a little bit of resistance. Follow me. Oh, Indeedee carries Follow Me. Okay, so it's not going for the Trick Room. Ah, okay, so this is a little bit different. Is it because I'm not touching the, is it Psychic Terrain or Misty Terrain? I thought it was Psychic Terrain. No, Psychic Terrain is priority. Ah, alright, we're learning. Psychic Terrain is priority, Misty Terrain is status. So this is a little unfortunate. I'm going to try to wake up. Probably not going to wake up this turn. I see that as that's probably the threat, actually. Although, looking at it, if it's just going to... is it going to Quiver Dance? Probably not. I think it's going to try to put me to sleep on this side too, so I'm actually going to protect here. I want to get the information, and I want to stall out a turn of this sleep. Because I should wake up on the second or third turn, I believe. So Duraludon's going to protect. Let's see what our opponent is. Oh, we're going to wake up immediately. Oh, okay. Cool. Watch it go for another sleep powder. Oh my gosh. Well, I predicted correctly. I just didn't think I was gonna wake up the first turn. Light screen. Okay. So the big thing is I need to be hitting this Butterfree for things that are also going to hurt the Indeedee. I think the Dazzling Gleam is probably the best thing to go for here. Flash Cannon does hurt both. Dark Pulse is going to be resisted by the Butterfree, and I still do want to hit the Butterfree first, because going to sleep I think is a bigger threat here. I think that the Follow Me, yeah, is definitely possible to happen, but it could be setting up screens too. So on the turns that it's setting up screens, I want to make sure I'm still trying to hit the Butterfree. That's my thought. Oh! Did we just ignore that? Is that what... That's what Duraludon does? We're learning. Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam again. It does hit both. It doesn't do a whole bunch of damage, but it does hit both. And we're going to try to Flash Cannon and just break through this Butterfree. I think we're going to start seeing Quiver Dances come out here. I think that's probably what we're going to start seeing. Oh, okay, Indeedee withdraws. Not setting up Trick Room. Interesting. This thing comes out. I don't know what Dusclops does in doubles, is the question. I don't know what it does in doubles. Trying to Sleep Powder again. Interesting. Okay. So, I mean, another Dazzling Gleam is gonna do enough to take out that Butterfree. So I guess now's the time to start focusing on that Dusclops, who I think... I don't know what it does, which is kind of the big issue here. I would assume Trick Room or just really bulky defense? Maybe like a Curse set? No, because Curse doesn't work for ghost types like that. I'm going to hit it with a Dark Pulse. Or if I wake up. There's the Protect. Okay, that's fine. I'm worried about this Dusclops, because I don't, like I said, I don't know what it's trying to do. So we're going to go for that Dark Pulse. Oh, that does like no damage. That does no damage. Goodness. But we're still going to hit it twice. So what are you going to try to do? We got a crit again. Okay. Super Luck coming through. Oh, okay. It can set up Trick Room. Cool. That's fine with me. Okay. We've seen that Butterfree is faster than me. In most scenarios. It's faster than Togekiss at least. Which means I am now faster than it in the Trick Room. So Dazzling Gleam should be enough to kill that. I'm going to go ahead and protect Duraludon, I think. I think stalling out some Trick Room turns would be good, and I think that ultimately I'm still outspeeding this Butterfree anyways, so I think Togekiss should be able to do the most damage here anyways. So we're going to protect. I want to see what comes out. Bulldoze, okay. So you were going to try to hit me with that ground move, that's fine. We protected, and we're going to Dazzling Gleam, that's going to kill the Butterfree. And get really close on the Dusclops. Those critical hits really coming in handy with Super Luck. Really nice. And the light screen wears off too, which is great. Okay. So we know that it wants to Bulldoze me. The Dusclops probably doesn't have that much to actually hit Togekiss. So I can definitely play around that. The question is, you've set up Trick Room. Psychic Surge goes again, that's fine. God, that's good bait. That's a really good bait for me to hit it out with a Dark Pulse. Okay. So my last Pokemon, I've got Whimsicott and I've got Passimian. If Rhyperior's in the back, that's great. I want to stay in and I want to take these things out. If Gastrodon's in the back, still great. If in the back is Torkoal, I think I still am not in the best position. So Torkoal would be kind of the worst case scenario. I think I'm going to Follow Me here. And the reason I'm going to do that is I'm going to Dark Pulse into this Indeedee. It's going to probably try to set up some screens, or it's going to Follow Me. Okay, that's fine. So we're both going to Follow Me. If I can Follow Me the Bulldoze, I'll be immune to it, and that would be great. So let's see if that works, or if he just kind of outplays me there. He just goes for the Willow, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Both of my Pokemon are special attackers. I think we're good there. Cool. So we go beyond. There's no screens. We do a lot of damage. Switch out with eject button. Alright, so we get to see what the last Pokemon is. If it's Torkoal, we're in a little bit of a situation. If it is Torkoal, how do I deal with it? No, it's Rhyperior. That's great. That's great. Okay. So I feel good about Rhyperior being in here. The question is... Okay, I think I need to keep Duraludon around. Because Duraludon is a great way to deal with that Indeedee. We saw it did 50%. This Togekiss is also really good. This Togekiss is also really good, and I'm finding that that Super Luck is really handy. What I'm going to do... I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. And I'm going to switch out into Passimian, who does have knockoff for Indeedee, but it is also type weakness there, which I don't really love. So I'm going to bring in Passimian, who should be able to take some of these hits. Rhyperior is going to go probably for that max rock move. But if I'm him, I kind of would recognize that my Togekiss isn't going to be able to kill this. And I would probably have gone for the Duraludon slot, because I know that my Indeedee's in the back, Indeedee took half the damage, and really that would be a huge problem. Will-O-Wisp, a little bit of a problem on me here. If I can just take out that Dusclops. Max Quake. Okay, yeah. So he did not go after Togekiss. Cool. I'm okay to drop this Passimian in this case. I'm okay to do that. Question is, how many turns of Trick Room are up yet? I need to check that. And we do live that, so that's good. Okay, so Indeedee's gonna come in. We've got this Rhyperior in my face. I've got at least one more turn where I can stall Trick Room. A couple things I could do. I could Dynamax here and go for Max Guard with Togekiss. That stalls out a turn, where he's probably going to go for the Max Rockfall, I would imagine. And then just try to KO me with the Indeedee here. Which would make sense to me. If I'm in his shoes, that's what I'm going to do. So I think, let's see first off, how much longer do we have Trick Room? We have this one turn. There's one more turn left. Okay. So we want Passimian to die here, and it looks like with the damage it probably will. So what I'm going to do, we're going to Dynamax, we're going to Max Guard. From there, I am going to go for the close combat on the Rhyperior. Is that really what? Is that the right play? Yes. Maybe. Yes. It probably has Solid Rock. Solid Rock will reduce the damage it takes from those super effective hits. So I want to weaken it. Rhyperior is the biggest threat right now. Indeedee, I can break through with crits if I really have to with this Togekiss. So we're going to Max Guard here against the probable, I'm guessing, Max Rockfall. And then I think that Passimian's probably just going to go down, which is fine. So there's the Max Guard. Let's see if I predicted correctly. There's the Max Rockfall. Alright. Alright. We're getting better at this. There's the Psychic, so yeah, Passimian's going to go down. That's fine. That's kind of fine. Okay. I wanted that to happen so that I could bring in Whimsicott on the turn where Twisted Dimensions go back to normal. Cool. So we are definitely faster than both of these now. My main priority is this Rhyperior. I've got Duraludon in the back to deal with the Indeedee. And the Rhyperior presents the biggest problem to me, so we're going to double into it. Do I think he has a Max Guard? Do Rhyperiors usually carry that? Singles, no. Singles, they're going to definitely have like type coverage. What do I do if he sets up and he just goes for if he goes for Follow Me as well? That is definitely a possibility. I think I still have to go for this play. You could Follow Me here. Follow Me, I think, would be the play for him. Yeah. Alright. So what happens here? Togekiss gets taken out with a Max Rockfall, most likely. But he isn't able to set up his Trick Room here. And he's got no... he isn't able to set up the Trick Room here, so I do outspeed the Rhyperior next turn. So Togekiss goes down, Indeedee's down, now it's only Rhyperior versus Duraludon and Whimsicott, which is definitely something I think we can win. Let's see. I could double protect. If he has an extra turn. If he has an extra turn of Dynamax, I could double protect. And I could stall that a little bit. Alright. Togekiss, are you alive still? I can't tell. My camera's in the middle of it, but it looks like it. Wow. Alright, Togekiss. Alright, Togekiss. I probably shouldn't have clapped. Oops. Microphones. Okay, Togekiss is still in here. Alright, I think we can do this definitely now. I feel much, much better. So we're going to go for the Energy Ball. There's a chance this is like weakness policy Solid Rock, but we're still going to take a giant chunk out of that. And then I still outspeed it both ways. Yep. Is it the weakness policy? We dropped the special defense. That's kind of nice. There's the weakness policy. Yeah. Okay. We still, though, we have our Togekiss going for a neutral Max Starfall. Togekiss is going to come through. It is. Yes! Togekiss coming through there, surviving the Max Rockfall, which we didn't expect that to happen. But I do actually, just talking right now, I feel a lot better about that game. I felt like the predictions were a little bit more on point, which is one of the big things I think that I'm trying to learn how to do, is to predict better. I'm very blue now. Is to predict a little bit better. So we're going to go over and review the plays in review time, and then I'll see you then. Okay guys, welcome back to review time. I've got my notes. Let's talk about this battle. So, I think that the biggest thing in this battle was the lack of information. I think going in, facing that Butterfree, facing that Dusclops, and just not knowing what they were going to do was a big issue for me. I think that that's a big thing I can correct moving forward because we learned a lot of information in this battle, but I think that was the big thing of just, I don't know what this Pokemon does. Okay, I have an idea from singles, but that's not going to translate as well most of the time to doubles. I think it translated pretty well for the Rhyperior, but when it came to actually like support Pokemon like that, I had no idea. Especially also in DD. In DD, I kind of had a little bit more of an understanding, but I think that in DD still caught me off guard. Especially that Psychic Surge versus the Misty Surge was a big issue, because otherwise I could have kind of changed how I was playing that game. I think because I assumed it had the effects of Misty Terrain, that was kind of a big mistake. Otherwise, I think another big mistake there was the Follow Me and the Protect turn. That was just a big goof on my part. There's not really any explanation for it. I thought, okay, well, I want to kind of speed this up a little bit more. I'll go for the Follow Me just to get it out there. We'll show that I'm asleep and then we'll move on. I guess I'm a little bit more used to, okay, 2 turns sleep and then you're awake. That's not how it works in doubles. So I definitely should have at least gone for an offensive move. I think Protect was probably the right play with Duraludon, but I think that going for Follow Me was definitely the wrong play. So some sort of offensive move would have been great there. And then as far as other information, as far as other information, I think that I learned how offensive supportive Togekiss can be, because wow, I definitely underestimated what Super Luck does. I just thought, okay, Togekiss is the support Pokemon, I'll bring it as a support Pokemon. I didn't really grasp just how much damage it can do. And also, that Duraludon can ignore Follow Me. I didn't know that's what Stalwart did. I didn't really take a close look, and that's kind of on me. So that's completely on me. So that's going to be kind of where the other mistake was. But I think that that's a lot of information, a lot of things that we have learned and can move forward with, especially another big thing there, that Butterfree can get Rage Powder, which was not something I was expecting. So it's something I kind of knew from before, but definitely not something I was expecting in doubles, which I definitely should have been. Anyways, though, that's kind of going to wrap it up. Let's go into the outro. Now, in this series, we use rental teams posted by professional VGC players, and for this episode and the past couple episodes, we've been using this team from World Champion and Sejun Park Enthusiast? Oh, alright. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment down below, let me know. We've got one more battle with this team coming up on, I think, Friday, if everything goes as planned. Right now it's scheduled for Friday, but it just depends on if I can actually get everything edited in time. There's like a 60% chance of that happening, so you can kind of expect it to be on Friday. But all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this battle, and I hope you have a good day, good week, good life, and happy battles. Goodbye.